Hey, good morning, Trondheim friends, and welcome to this week's episode of Patio Ponderings. I'm so glad you decided to join me. And today my patio is underneath an incredible, beautiful evergreen tree. And I'm not going to tell you where it is because it's a mystery. It's for me to know and you to find out. And so it has to do with what our topic is today and what I've been pondering. Now, this past Sunday, we started talking about the parables of Jesus and how Jesus started telling these stories called parables that teach, that enlighten, and that help bring understanding to the nature of the kingdom of God. And so we talked about several parables that had to do with seeds and planting. And at the end of the message, I left my listeners with a parable and simply ask that that you all just think about that parable and ask questions of it and wonder about it. And so what I have also been pondering about has to do with that parable. And so we're in the 4th chapter of the Gospel of Mark. Then Jesus said, "This is what God's kingdom is like. It's as though someone scatters seed on the ground, then sleeps and wakes night and day. The seed sprouts and grows, but the farmer doesn't know how." And I'm wondering, do you hear the irony in that parable like I do? These parables that are designed to teach, to enlighten, and to bring understanding include an element of not knowing at the same time. That in our growing understanding, there is still mystery about the kingdom of God. And I think that's just always going to be the nature of the kingdom of God, that God is God and we are not, and we are the created ones, not the creator, and so we're always going to be left with some mystery. And that leaves us in a certain tension with the parables that we are asked to understand. And in fact, Jesus had just finished giving the disciples a hard time a few verses ago about not understanding. So we are asked to understand, we are called to learn. Jesus tries to teach. And not only that, but we're called to take up work in the kingdom of God. And at the same time, we do all of this still with a sense of mystery and not knowing. And that is going to just be the reality. What an interesting tension. How do you feel about that tension? Are you a person that can live in mystery? Or do you like to have everything explained and to understand everything in detail? Our culture is kind of like that. We want to be able to explain everything. We want a rational explanation for everything. But that's not the case in our faith. And so how do we live as individuals and as communities of faith in a desire and a striving to know and understand and still living with mystery at the same time? So that's what I am pondering today. And I'm still not going to tell you where I am. I'm going to leave that a mystery. But a clue is that it very much has to do with new life. Just like this parable. Well, have a blessed day. The wind is picking up. Stay warm. We'll see you on Sunday. Bye.